Myers. And she's pre-pep.
I don't know.
Morning. Morning.
I'm Jennifer Williams.
And I'm L'Oreal Morrison.
Oh, hi.
Good, good.
Spoke on the
Yes,
phone.
we spoke.
Yes,
No,
spoke on
it's
the
good.
Yeah, we spoke on the phone.
Yes, that's good.
Right.
We have a problem right away. The other
We don't have a
authors.
problem here. We don't start with a problem. You start with a solution. They wrote the letter and they put Miss Maureen Thompson.
Oh,
yeah. So,
for
right. So how do we
JLS.
change that? We can just get a
It's since it's already printed, kind of.
take a black
Right.
marker.
Yeah.
All right.
So she's.
She's the director at Jamaica Library Service. I know her personally.
Oh.
Right, so I get it wrong. So just
Yeah.
let her get a marker, a black marker, and just write out the name and you dot out the name and you write it right across it. Everything else is
And
correct.
could we get copies of it?
Yeah.
When you finish?
Right. Alright, so I came
I
here.
get a pen. Hold on, let me get you changes.
You start with a solution, you don't start with a problem.
It's alright. I don't know that.
Yeah. So you just tell her that this is this we're gonna do that. That's
So you
the
suggest
solution.
a solution?
Yes.
Okay, alright.
Okay, it's frightening when somebody comes in here and we have a problem. You think of a mountain, but it's a simple problem
Okay.
that can be corrected.
So let's set up over here.
No, she will direct you.
Okay. I know her name is Miss
Keisha Myers.
Keisha Myers. Miss Keisha Myers. This is the library, National Library. This is extra. This is going to put it in my bag. I don't want to lose them.
Don't look like when them. You know, so it look like when them take it up like them damage it today, you know? When them take it up. And them don't know for angle it.
So Jennifer told me that it's a solution to the problem. We had put Mr. Thompson on the document, but now we are changing it to the name would be put in Miss Myers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. See, my Google or something didn't understand
The
name.
put in Jamaica Library Service, they put in National Library.
Yes.
The name is correct.
Yeah, National Library, but somehow the so that's the Jennifer said that's the solution. Good. So we are getting there. Come, have to be in the.
No, this is not
No,
official.
she's doing a
thing.
prep first.
Right. My name is Jennifer Giscombe Williams. My husband is somewhere there. I don't know if it's outside. So I'm Jamaican, born, grown, and live here. But I have these two books that were published by UK publishers. They are Jamaicans, but they live in the UK. So I brought a copy here. He's Lauren Morrison. We are part of the Giscombe family.
Yeah.
Right? And he lives in the US. And he has written those 3 books over there. And then these 2 are for his friends. So but they are making a donation as well. Just to give you a little background so you can go into it as well. But before that, he is, if you've noticed, his YouTube is Shippy the Explorer. So he does explorative things, going into the hinterlands and the hills and stuff to find the history of the Giscombe family and put it out there. And he has found them in England, Australia, all over the place. So that's his role. So that's just a little background.
Okay.
And
So
I've
you do a
used-
little genealogy.
And to
work.
produce that book, I've used your library, part of it. So you think you're accredited in a map or 2 in there.
Yeah, so that's just a little background to it.
Yes.
So you can start the official part now.
So what we normally do, so Nikolai is a photographer, so what he does, he capture the authors with their materials, and then the presentation of it, we do that together. And then, as I said before, our PR now we capture a clip that we'll use to promote on our social media page, promote you, the author, the work that you have done, as well as the National Library. So that's basically it.
Right. So you take the lead.
So if you're going to go first, you can stand, both of you can stand, and it takes your photos first.
Okay.
Of the standing at the work, and then I'll come in when he does that after.
Yeah.
I think after we just a little differently. So
Should I go back some more? Let's see if I can catch.
can I have you both stand around here? Let me see. Oh,
On that side?
yeah. So you're behind the material.
Okay.
So much to the wide rooms. Yes, no, come a bit closer to the banner. And just face me too.
Yes.
Just face. Scoot over more this side. Over more this way.
Come.
Right there. Right, that's good. Alright, so eyes forward.
Yes.
Alright, you want this go? No, that's not this. So you guys stay there. Don't move.
Stay, don't move.
Check on my camera. Make sure we're capturing all of this. Yes. Okay.
See me and go.
You want to go in the middle?
Thank you.
No, it's fine now.
One is fine.
Okay.
Alright.
Can I just say those copies?
Yeah, man, you'll get copies of it. Alright, so we'll just do the video, Keisha.
Yeah,
So
so are you going to do it separate, or are you going to stand together when he does the video?
I want to do my.
You do yours first
So
and
you
then
want
I
to
do
talk
this.
about her books first?
and there are these four.
No, these two. So you want to remove the others? Or just put them up closer to her?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just do 2 minutes.
Just select one of them.
1 sec, please.
So you say who you are, the author of, introduce your books, and just say a little, and making a donation to the National Library, encourage other persons who are creatives to do the same.
Alright,
Alright,
so I'll tell you one thing we can do. We start here, go to the books, and then back up. Alright, so you could turn the camera, so we're going to start from up here.
Turn where?
No, so watch the camera. So I'm telling you how I'm going to start. So I'm going to start from up here. I'm going to go down. I want to see me coming back up to you. That's when you start talking, okay?
Good day, everyone. My name is Jennifer Giscombe Williams. I am a Jamaican author of 2 books. The first one is titled Love Me, Don't Hurt Me, and it is an essential teen guide for self-protection and advocacy against abuse. It's for teens 30 to 17 years old, and it covers a wide range of abuse. I start talking about the fact that they are not a mistake. I look at love and friendship, and then I drill down to different kinds of abuse. Physical abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, spiritual abuse. I look at bullying, body shaming, accidents in the home, in the school, in the community, violence in the home, the school, and the community. I look also at natural disasters, pandemic, epidemics, and I also look at substance abuse, because children are using that now as well. and it covers a wide range, and it's not just a Jamaican book, it's also an international book. So as I present these two books, this and another one which I'll talk about, to the library, I am encouraging persons within the diaspora to buy the book and read it because it's very important. My second book is titled Crafting Poetic Stories. And as Jamaicans, you know, we grew up on storytelling. We grew up on Duppy story and Nancy stories, stories about slavery and all of that. And so this book has stories concerning love, friendship, and relationships. It also has poems. Actually, it's a collection of 6 poems in a storytelling form. And I also talk about child abuse within the context of poems. I look at women's issues titled Your Voice, Her Story. And I tell stories about women. Every woman counts. I look at the abused woman. I look at the married woman, the single woman, and a host of others. I look at the working life, and that section is called the working heart. I look at daily life, and in that section I have like the face mask, I have the tax office, because when I look at the tax office line, I thought I need to do a story about that as well. I look at conversations with God, personal conversations that I've had with the Lord, and how He has enabled me and protected me over time. So there are 8 different segments within this one called Crafting Poetic Stories. So it's telling stories of my life, the lives of other persons within a poetic way, and they are both available on Amazon. And this one, Love Me Don't Hurt Me, is actually at the Jamaica Library Service, and it is also at the Source of Light bookstore. This one is just on Amazon. So if you're in the diaspora, I would encourage you, get your copy on Amazon, buy, read. They are both a must-have. So run to Amazon and get your copy because they are very encouraging and very enlightening. And so today I am making a presentation to the National Library of Jamaica so that it will be in their archival space so that you can come and benefit. And you can also see that Jennifer G. Stone Williams, a Jamaican author, has contributed immensely to the development of literature in Jamaica. Thank you very much. How was that?
That's awesome.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Thank you.
I'll switch these two.
So all the rest now, right?
Yes, these are, I'm representing these 2 people and this myself. Then. I could come to the corner.
I want it to be
Okay.
simple.
Okay. And I'm just going to read from me.
But make sure you introduce yourself.
Yes.
Yes, at the beginning and at the end. So I like what you said at the end.
Alright, so same, just put over to the, no, this side. So same, you want to start up there from the logo,
Uh-huh.
to get a cover shot of the books, then want to come back up to you and that's where you start, okay?
Yes. Good morning, folks. This is Laurel Morrison from the diaspora, born Jamaican and author and now vlogger. And I'm here as a somewhat of a representative to represent 2 other authors who are in the diaspora, and they have asked me to represent them to present their work to the National Library. So here I am I'm just going to basically read from the letters that we will be presenting to the library, and basically that it is. I'm just an author for 3 books so far, and they are more or less a memoir and a travel book and a family book, which more than 50 years of that. So here we are. We're starting with this book that says we're representing Run to Freedom. And this is from Dawn Forrester Price. And Dawn Forrester says is an an educator and author currently living in Huntsville, Alabama, in the United States. I came out of the theater and music tradition in Jamaica, working with Bobby Gisas, Tony Gambriel, Lonnie Forbes, Hetty Thompson, Marjorie Wiley, and Peter Hushmore. Among my performances were 1974 LTM pantomime Dickens for Fippence and 8 o'clock Jamaica time, Gunfight at the Last Chance Saloon, and same time next year. When I came to the US, I continued the cultural exploration by writing a young adult series about Jamaica's epic 18th century society for my children. I have enclosed complementary copies of the two novels, Run to Freedom and Run to Freedom Interland. Please accept these as my heartfelt offering in support of the National Library's invaluable role in preserving and celebrating our traditions. My ongoing exploration of identity, memory, and the rich oral literary traditions of Jamaica continue to shape and inspire me. I am currently working on the third novel in the series and hope that these works may find a place on your shelves. Readers of all ages will have another opportunity to explore our important 18th century stories told from the point of view of young protagonists. Thank you for your tireless work keeping the stories of Jamaicans alive. Please let me know if you need more copies. I am also happy to do remote presentations for your library. Dawn Forrester Price.
So that was these two, huh?
Yes.
Someone to send you again, so I'm
Oh,
going to
yes.
give them all chance. So same, don't tell them to back to you, right?
Yeah. Don't have to introduce myself again.
It's preferred.
Okay.
Because
Yes.
it gives flexibility for
Yes.
editing.
Yes. Hello, folks. This is Lauren Morris, the author and vlogger of the and author of three books. The Prism, that is a daughter from the Giscombe family, and then I've written a memoir of three fathers in the life of a child, and Going Down Under is a reconnection of family that left Jamaica in 1840s, back to Scotland and now in Australia. So here I'm here representing another author who is Faith P. Nelson, and she's more of a poet, and Faith wants me to present her work to the National Library, and here is what is said. I am writing to offer the National Library of Jamaica complimentary copies of my two independently published poetry collections, Water Therapy and Luminescent Ships, Love Songs to the Caribbean American Life. The bookmobile was memorable by the stories were ever better. As a Jamaican now living in the diaspora, I have an even more intense connection with the vibrant library and cultural heritage of Jamaica, and by extension, the Caribbean. My two collections of poetry reflect my ongoing exploration of identity, memory, and the rich cultural traditions from which I have come. I performed as juvenile lead in the pantomimes Mansong and Pirate Princess in 1981 and 1982. I was also soprano with Noel Dexter's Arden Choir and Kingston Singers, and have continued to perform here in the US. My most recent revival is the Tamarind Festival, a literary event I first launched with the Institute of Caribbean Studies in 2009. The goal is to focus attention on Caribbean diaspora literature in the National Capital Region. Please accept my two books as a small but heartfelt offering in support of the National Library, a repository celebrating our nation's literary, literary contributions. It is my hope that you will consider placing these on the shelves, accessible to readers and researchers. Please also let me know if I can serve the library in any other capacity in the Washington, D.C. region. Fate P. Nelson.
Alright, and on to these three now.
Yes.
What we'll do further afterwards, just make both of them just do a short video, so introduce herself, introduce himself, and we're making it because it wasn't to the National Library. So at least that way we have a lot of options. So since he's not here for do exactly what he wanted, so I'll just
Let's go with this first and then I can think better.
Alright, so same routine as last time.
Yes.
Video, books, and everything.
Thank you. Good morning, gentlefolks out in the diaspora in Jamaica. Welcome to this meeting. I'm Laurel Morrison, and an author and a vlogger. And I'm here today to represent myself and other authors who are in the diaspora. But at this moment, I would want to say, who I am. I have written 3 books so far. The Prism, which is a family book based on the life and experience of the Giscombe family from 1770 until this period. And it has tons of names and data that I have even gotten information from the National Library when I was putting that book out. So anyway, any one of the Giscombes who are related to the family, they can get that book. Then I went ahead and realized that as an author, somebody told me that I have more stories in me. And I went ahead and wrote somewhat of an inspirational book to tell my life story. So it's more of a memoir to say that as a child, I did not know, I thought my father was my father until I found my father. So that's what it's really about, the discovery of father figure in your life and the support. So then I realized that my family had migrated, came to Scotland and from England, intermarried with the slaves and so forth, and they ventured back to Scotland, and some of them ventured into Australia. And when I discovered that, I said, I'm going to Australia. And out of that journey, it's Going Down Under. That's a 3rd book that came out of that experience. So it shows that we are, as colonial persons, we are diverse all over the world. So here is a little excerpt of who I am. I am a Jamaican author residing in College Park, Maryland. I spent my early days in rural and urban Jamaica during the 1950s. After college, I taught architectural drawing and construction at Oberlin High School. Then I immigrated to the US. I have traveled extensively on my genealogy missions, reaching out and meeting family members as far afield as the UK, Australia, and Africa. I trace some of our earliest Jamaican ancestors back to the whole Metcalfe district in northeastern Jamaica, where they were the owners of the Happy Hut plantation. Some of my other relatives I have discovered were among the miners of the California Gold Rush. They subsequently relocated to Canada and later found gold in a tributary of the Fraser River. Some of this information is captured in Going Down Under, a Jamaican genealogy buff meets his Aussie kinfolk. In another aspect of my research for identity, I explore difficult and sensitive themes such as illegitimacy, the treatment of natural versus adopted children, and absentee parents. These emotional experiences are the core of Three Fathers in the Life of a Child, a memoir and cautionary tale about family secrets. I have enclosed complimentary copies of these two books, Three Fathers in the Life of a Child and Going Down Under, and The Prison. A Jamaican genealogy buff meets his Aussie kinfolk. That's related to the Going Down Under. Please accept these as my heartfelt offering in support of the National Library's invaluable role in preserving and celebrating our nation's literary contributions. Thank you for your valuable service to the people of Jamaica. Please let me know if you need any more copies. I am also happy to do remote or in-person presentations for your library audience wherever I am home, or whenever I am home. Laurel G. Morris.
You want to put back everything?
Yeah, so everything.
That one. Just do a sign now. You can sign it here.
So where do we stand?
Alright, so stand beside him around there.
Make sure I capture this too. Okay.
Alright, so this time, how we want to do this one. So we'll start selecting the logo, show the books, and come back up. So you'll introduce yourself, and then you introduce yourself, and we're making a donation, right?
Yeah, just say you're
So
making
we're
a donation of all these
of
books.
all these books.
Yes.
And I'll pan down again to the books, to the National Library of Jamaica, and we encourage you, all authors and publishers, to do the same. And so just a real quick top end for it.
So we do each set of books, or
No,
No, we don't have
just
to
going
know.
to
We're kind of closing it out. Just
Yes.
to say, I am, like I, for instance, I say, hi, this is Keisha Myers, author. This is Zoe Marcia, author. We are here at the National Library making a donation of these books.
Yes.
And we encourage all creatives, all writers, all authors to do the same. They can
Yes.
just say that.
Okay.
So it's basically like a tail end.
Yeah,
Yes.
closing it off.
So-
Just start with the logo. So once I start the logo, then you can come and close up.
So she go first, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Giscombe Williams, a Jamaican author.
I am Laurel Morrison, a Jamaican in the diaspora in the United States, author.
And so, on behalf of the Giscombe family and friends of the Giscombe family, we recognize the invaluable work that the National Library of Jamaica is doing, and so we want to add to the august body of literature that exists here, and thank you for your service. And we want to encourage persons within the diaspora, whether you're an author, a publisher, or anybody having anything to do with literature, that you can contribute your you can make your contribution to the National Library of Jamaica, because there are people out there who want to hear your story, and the story resides here in the National Library. Thank you.
And this is Laurel Morrison again. We here as representing Dawn Forrester, Faith Nelson, and myself. And I'm the author. I've written these books, and I would like to I hereby present these books to the library on behalf of myself, and I would encourage other people out in the diaspora.
Storage.
Oh, gee.
That was a nice touch.
That story, but that was it's good enough though.
Yes.
That is good.
You
Thank you.
can
That
hold
was
one in hands, right?
Yes, that was nice.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you guys as well.
All right.
And we thank the diaspora as well.
So you can,
So we make copies of that.
and that you can,
Or that you said we get
Uh,
copies for you.
and I'm gonna endorse that one.
Yeah, but you
I'm
can,
gonna
yeah, we
sign
can
it.
sign, you can sign the copy that you give it. Just say to the National Library of Jamaica. If you have any little words you want to say, and sign it and put the date.
Okay.
Thank you. You appreciate it very much.
Yeah, we'll do it on the social as soon as I get it to you.
Maybe edit it out that way.
Yeah, I'm just
Language.
sending
But these books were These other two won't be signed, so I'll just do mine, right?
Yeah, you can sign.
Yeah, just do mine.
I can't believe it. That means I have so much space and put the library here on yet. So. Today is the 18th of June, 25. Taking a picture?
Yeah, I took it earlier while you were right.
I wanted to take one in there. You see what I said when it was there? I said when I said when it was
Yeah,
there.
you can. You shall afford it.
This is June 18th.
18, right? I don't know why the face of it is so high.
Because sometimes fingers might touch the camera here. So you notice that a lot of times it's in wiping off the lens of the camera.
But after I give it all the fix, I got it back with all of that space.
Oh, I just see what you
I
mean.
think there probably is some glue or something got inside there.
Yeah, it's probably just the color of the screen.
What's there?
And so let's check something. One more. Can you take the book forward, please? No, you can't open it if you wish, but just tilt it forward.
Okay. It's nice. So I'm going to get a picture with us and you shaking hands.
Okay.
Can I get one here?
You can sit on a from here.
Because I have a social media page for you. When you take it, you can take it to your camera. But you don't want that.
We can do it, we can take this one. It's for nothing.
Oh.
Okay. All right, we'll do the same thing with me.
Taking away this one.
Okay. Present. Okay, we'll do it this way we do.
You can stand where you are.
Oh, this is. Make sure I see you. Okay. Sorry. All right. Okay.
And I can sit from where you are.
We should just put all of it together, right?
Alright, we can just put this camera from this side, and then you just stand facing me.
This way to you or?
Yeah, so
where
just
we are?
face me.
This way?
Yeah.
Put all of the books together?
No, just the ones for yours. Just yours. Good. Now let's be right beside it.
You want to sit?
Yes.
Can I turn, see if we can, yeah. One more. Okay.
Let's do this too.
Nicola.
One more, sorry. Yeah. Don't leave them out. This is yours.
Let's turn the books a little bit more. Yeah, good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I get in the copies, eh?
Yes.
So please take our email address here.
So the only thing probably I could ask the guys to do from us is subscribe to the station.
Okay. Let me get a piece of paper. You can write down the
No,
stuff.
you should have said it too. In the electronic.
Yeah. Well, that's true. Well, we wrap up this presentation now, folks. This is Shippy the Explorer, and that was the presentation. As you can see, I would encourage you to subscribe to Shippy the Explorer and go on Amazon and purchase as many books as possible. Thank you very much.
So those fall under the law where persons must give copies of their work that they publish here. But you guys being Jamaican, that is even better because within the diaspora we still collect those works and make them do. You never publish here, right? So
yeah, Jamaican.
She's writing another book and she's doing her research for another book that she's writing. Right? So the research part of our work is what we're trying to promote to persons, and to do that we have to build a collection. So these are the items that we're trying to get. Even the organizations, their annual reports, because persons who write their annual reports, churches produce a lot of newsletters and magazines, those especially when they're having special occasions like of maybe the turning a certain age or pastors moving on, moving in, something like that the churches document. We got collections of like pastors, their sermons. They have pastors who they're still writing unwritten. They're still writing by hand their sermons. Those are historical things that we collect.
Okay.
So I'm coming down to Banco Jamaica on the 26th because they're having a pensioners luncheon. So I'll bring the book.
Depending on the time. 26 this month?
Yeah, next week.
We might
No.
not be here. We have a funeral for that.
Everybody? Somebody
No,
from your
that's
dad?
our department because it's our
Well,
supervisor. You can leave it. Put it on an envelope and just put my name on it.
Leave it.
And leave it at the desk.
That is a little one for Lucille Mathurin. We did a 35th anniversary book when I was here, but I think I only have one. So I won't give you that one.
Okay. How much of anything I can tape?
Huh?
I can't tape anything.
Maybe not the persons, but
Okay.
You want to be in the book? The picture.
he was looking at him. Don't want to be in it. He was looking at you in your.
Okay. Shut up the library. Look at that. Who is this? Oh, not all. Oh my golly. Wow. Of the
You want us to go somewhere and eat?
yes. That'd be good. There we are.